to say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
A first down throw for Prescott. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Finding room at midfield. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. He's got it to the 43 here. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. The Cardinals had 8 and 3 now. Well, they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right front. And the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And he's got his man on the out route. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one a first down pickup of 8. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go that sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
His pass caught at the 4. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Breece Hall. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Ready.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Taken down at the 42. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Called fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Prescott now. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing the offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Prescott. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Prescott from the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Here's Prescott. And this one is incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Walker now at 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to see.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
7th play in the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now to the ground, here's Walker. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Ready.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
Johnson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Ball again on 2nd down. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Prescott to throw it. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Returnable here from the 38. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he goes out of bounds, it looks like right at the 50. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
He'll look to throw. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. He's got it inside the 10. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cards force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end fan, and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Running left is Walker. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 41-yard line.
Let's go. Black one. Ready?
Trying the left side with Walker. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now back to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Cardinals are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 61 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Prescott now from the 50. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Play action now, Prescott.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
They'll give to Hall. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Looking to throw, Prescott. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football.
10 cycles. Strike 2.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And Walker has it.
Finding space at the 40.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Now a run with Walker.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And Walker with it over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 35. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass and they get 12 yards out of it. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now, a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fan.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Back to throw here. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's Walker. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked and multiple players broke through the line to get him. And Johnson's kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for him.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
Prescott on first down.
This pass out wide to Hall. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Hall on a give up the middle.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Got his tight end. That's complete. That's McBride.
And the Cardinals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Prescott from the gun. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Cardinals will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Back to throw again. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. There he goes, right side. And this defense has broken it open as they return to the house for 6. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and the bottom line is protect the football and just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points, but that doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball in the end zone yourself.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Walker. Oh, they'll wind up losing yardage on the play. You cannot have that. And also, 4th down now.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals.